Right, morning boys and girls. This is the next stage of the rebuild that we're on. So as you can see, I've got the camshaft ready to fit. I'm reusing the old camshaft. I've checked the lobes and I think they're good enough to use again. I won't be racing this engine around, so I'm quite happy that the camshaft's going to suffice. The first job, I've cleaned all the journals out, by the way, where the camshaft sits. I haven't replaced those bearings either. I decided against replacing those because they need bushing in and out, and they need reaming afterwards, and I didn't think at this stage I needed to do it. I'm quite happy with the way it is, so we'll see how we go from there. So the first job, obviously, is to get our lube, and I'm using this lube on here. So I'm just going to give each journal a little run around, and the reason I'm not putting too much on it right now is because when I stick it through the end plate, most of this oil will have run down and started running down the other side. So what I will do is add oil to it as I'm sliding it in to the engine block. So we've got some oil on there, and I have lubricated inside the journals already. So it's a long camshaft, so I'm just going to guide it in, and I'll give it a little turn through each journal just to lubricate that oil. And as you can see, it's wending its way through the engine block. And once it's lined up, I'll give it another little turn on each journal face just to get the oil going through. It might need a little bit of guiding when you get to the end. It's quite a heavy camshaft, so I'll just give it a little bit of support if I need to at the other end. You're seeing it exactly as it's going in, lads. Exactly what I'm doing, you're seeing. So jiggle it through. I'll just pause the video one moment while I just lift it up from. Oh, I think maybe I can do it from here. It just needs guiding in, so you'll have to excuse me. We're nearly there, but not quite. Right, now it's in location now at the end. Now what I'm going to do now is just give another squirt of oil over every journal, and that will then in turn run down before I push it into position, so I know that every journal has got plenty of oil on it. And then I'll just rotate it when it's in situ, and that will spread that oil. As I'm pushing it in, I'm going to rotate the cam just so that it revolves that oil around the journals. You're seeing it how I'm doing it, lads. Some of you guys may do it a different way. I'll just pause the video while I get something to rotate it. Now, it's not that it's tight in them journals, it's because my hands and gloves were greasy. So yeah, the thing just turns nice and easy, and I'm quite satisfied now that camshaft is in location and it's turning freely, and that every surface now is mated to the bearing, and it's covered with oil. So that's that part of the fitting in. All I've got to do now is replace the end cap and torque it down. There was no thrust washers or anything on this, lads. This is how I found it, so I'm just replacing everything as it was. I would have expected a spacer on there, but there was none, so I'm presuming that the cam is just free riding in there until such time as the distributor driving oil pump locates it into position on the shaft there. The way you see the drive. So that's that part of it now. All I have to do now is tighten that in, and it has got a little bit of movement on there, which I dare say will be taken up with the pulley which goes on after that. So that's where we are right now. So thanks very much for watching. It's only a short video, so I hope it's been of interest, and I hope it's been useful to some people. But that's just another stage of the build. So thanks for watching.